Welcome back to another discussion about the upcoming Teachers vs Students Mugger League match.
You know, we've had a lot of these discussions lately, and it's really building up a lot of hype for me.
Oh, yeah, it's building up.
So, yeah, definitely. I mean, some things that have been confirmed is some of the teachers that will be playing. I mean, obviously, Mr. Reardon will not be there, unfortunately. He was one of the best players.
With a neck injury, if I'm correct.
Yeah, there you are.
It's such a shame. I mean, at least he's coaching a team.
Yeah, I mean,
what it's about.
his valuable insights.
100%. I think he's probably the most knowledgeable teacher there is.
He's got that Unc knowledge.
Yeah,
You got that Uncle Drew. He's like Uncle Drew.
I'm in a PE class with him, and I'm terrible at basketball myself. And he takes that game seriously.
He used to hit every single shot for the demonstrations. He used to just flick of the wrist and everything.
So much aura. So much. I wish I could be like him someday.
Plus 1 million.
It's overwhelming.
So we have a teachers match sorted out by now. We've got quite a few. We've got both Quickleys on him.
We do.
We have Mr. Mohammed.
He will be. He's probably like the best player I would see.
Yeah.
I mean, that height.
I think there's a lot of hype around him. He's like Wemby coming into the league.
One person that who's joining in is Mr. Almond. I mean, I see now before he takes the shot, he's counting the schematics in his head. You know, that further math knowledge.
He is a player.
He's looking at that three-dimensional, everything. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Newman, he's one to watch because he doesn't really want to play, but he's got that extreme basketball knowledge.
He's definitely one to watch. I mean, so every aspect of basketball, he catches it up, casually. Recreational games, NBA games, everything. So I'm surprised.
He's a player. He is a player.
I kid you not.
He's not a confirmed player, however. We're still trying to get him over into the match.
Still think they're going to get swept by a students team.
Oh, 100%. I have confidence in the students. I'm a student. I have confidence in the students.
100% believe in the students over here.
Yeah,
I'm a student.
Yeah, let's just all talk over.
In the meantime, let's bring on a guest speaker, Archie Walters. Archie Walters.
Are you excited
I'm to tell you, I am super excited for this game. Alright, I think the big question is, who's going to stop Mr. Mohammed? Obviously, athletic specimen, 6'7", doesn't have all the skills when it comes to basketball, but he does have the physical traits.
I mean,
okay?
that's
Can't
what
deny
people
that.
argue. Are physical attributes more important than basketball skill?
I think basketball skill has to be prioritized. I mean, we've seen AZ lifts. We've seen people like.
I'm sorry. Is AZ lifts really an example of physical traits?
I mean,
the best example, I think, of physical traits versus athleticism and basketballing ability is, I think, Max versus Ayaan.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Max
David
literally
versus
nearly Mr. Mohammed's height.
I know, but Ayaan has that agility and he has that he has such good cardio that Max just can't.
You also have to consider physical traits when combined with even a little bit of skill. You got Charlie Banger. I mean, now he's injured, so
knocking down 3-point shots all over the shot.
It's unreal. You've got that athleticism from rugby combined with some basketball knowledge, and he sweat most of it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I do find people who play rugby and football, their defense is generally amazing when compared to people who
They've got
don't.
that footwork.
Exactly.
I think the biggest question is, how will the teachers find a way to score? Obviously, without Mr. Reardon, who's going to shoot for them? Who's going to score?
Bringing in ex-18 captain Alex Manta.
dethroned by Max Basel.
He's the Muga League champion, which is more important.
He used to be the GOAT of Muga League and basketball.
Used to be.
The disrespect for my GOAT is unbelievable. Well, he's not the captain anymore, is he? So
he's the reigning champion.
Let's see what you think.
Honestly,
let's see what you think about the upcoming.
What are your thoughts coming into the teacher versus students game?
I'm excited. I don't know what the teachers how they're gonna play, given that Mr. Reardon's not there. I thought.
Alex, what teachers would you like to see play?
Honestly,
anyone, old, new.
Sit there, you'll be on next.
Honestly, I really wanted to play against Mr. Reardon, teach him a bit of a lesson in basketball.
Oh,
wow.
But
perhaps who's a good player, who's not.
what?
Anyway, so bad.
Yeah, Mr. Reardon. Honestly, I really would have wanted to play against Mr. James. Also taught him a lesson. He's taught me many lessons in maths. Embarrassed me, let's say, in maths. So I wanted to
Reciprocate the behavior.
embarrass him on the court, but he's got an injury.
Manza, how about another math teacher, Mr. Mohammed? Are you excited to play against him? Do you think he's going to live up to the expectations that everyone has? I mean, they have really tall expectations for this really tall man.
Man, why would I be afraid of Mr. Mohammed? Mr. Mohammed, he's quite a tall gentleman. very tall,
Masculine.
But
Ravenous.
let's just say
Beautiful.
I don't think there's a lot of power behind that height of his. I think.
Yeah, but what about that rugged?
I think it's like a tree. If you cut the bottom, the whole thing will come
I
tumbling.
mean, he does MMA as well, so you gotta keep in mind that he
Yeah,
does
you know, it's
have
about an experienced
Oh, I
athlete.
think.
Getting back to the players, you know, we have others such as Mr. Wood, Mr. Walsh, Mr. Gale, which hasn't really been mentioned yet. What do you think about them?
So no, Mr. Gale. I've seen him on the football pitch, and he's quite a competitor. I'm looking forward to sharing the court with him.
What about the other teachers?
Justin, for example.
Which teachers are you most?
Oh, Justin is going to be very exciting.
The thing is, how are you, in the paint, how are you gonna like get past Justin? Mr. Walsh.
Sorry. Is it Pelly playing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Anyway,
Mr. Walsh.
whoever it is, I mean, look, well, before I came in, I heard you guys discussing this about like physical strength versus skill. I think like I'm not the strongest player in the school, but I still am able to play in the post against anyone in the school. So I think it comes down.
Against Mr. Walsh as well, you think? Come on.
When I score on Mr.
Have you
Walsh,
seen that
when
one?
I score
When
on
you score on
Mr.
Mr.
Walsh,
Walsh,
I'm gonna do the too small celebration. I'm gonna step over him. You're gonna see.
Oh,
That's big talk.
Okay.
It is big talk.
Well, thank you. Last touches from you, Archie. What are you most excited for coming in?
I'm excited to see the students get a win. I think the teachers stand a chance. As much as I love Mr. Mohammed, he can't fight people on the court, so that's like his biggest strength kind of gone. I don't think the difference in height is going to be enough to compensate for the sort of massive canyon of skill. It's
massive.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah.
it's
Agreed.
I think you're underselling.
You've got people who practice and play every day.
We've been playing basketball every single day. for
Yeah,
like
exactly.
6
You know,
years.
these are like
I think people
serious
are overhyping Mr.
athletes.
Mohammed.
Amanza, some final touches before we get some of the other players on. Anything that you want to say to anyone?
Final.
A
Maybe a bit
message to my team: let's not underestimate the teachers.
Nonchalant.
A message to the teachers: you're gonna get cooked, especially Mr. Reardon.
He might be playing now. He might.
Really?
Because we've delayed.
No, as a coach or as a player, Mr. Reardon's gonna get cooked. He's gonna get strategically outplayed and outplayed on the
I mean, I
court.
don't think.
And thank you so much, Alex and Archie, for coming on. I think that'll be all with them.
Well, welcome back. We have the New Zealand monster, Finn Timmermans, and Abiyad Kareem, Alex Makura. Guys, how are we all today?
Great, a big fan of the pod. Glad to be on with you guys.
Thank you. And
I'm excited.
coming up to our teachers versus students match, what are you guys' initial thoughts?
Finn, if you'd like to start.
Yeah, you know, I think we do have the stronger team, but there may be some mismatches that the teachers can exploit.
Such
Like
as?
Mr. Mohammed, I don't know how we're going to deal
I
with
mean,
his size,
Finn-
and Mr. Walsh as well. It's just who's going to guard these people.
I mean, Finn, do you think you could take on Mr. Walsh or Mr. Mohammed?
Probably not Mr. Mohammed, but I accept the challenge.
Why do that?
I accept the challenge of Mr. Walsh.
You think you'd be able to take on Mr. Walsh over Mr. Mohammed?
I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try my best here.
You know, Finn, we just had Manza on, and he's sharing different sentiment than you. A lot more hesitant about your own abilities. What do you think about that?
No, I'm very confident in my own abilities. I just don't want to come off as...
Being confident in your own abilities. I think you were quite confident coming into the Mugger League finals in the last championship, and
Yeah.
you fell a bit short. Anything you want to say? No.
That was just a bad performance. You know, it happens sometimes. I'm a better player now because of it, but you know, we move on. Next one.
Alex, your record in the Mugger League is not the best. You're 2 for 2.
You are one of the most popular players, but what do we expect to see now? Like, what's
Well, when going
what's
up against such titans such as Josh Giddey and obviously the Mugger League champion, sometimes even the greats lose occasionally.
And not amusing.
All the people that I mentioned covers everything.
Do you think the students' team might be too good? Too many egos will clash?
See, I think under the strict and beneficial management of Jay Garg,
beneficial?
well, I believe in our coach and our staff, medical team.
Abiyad, you know, you've got a lot of players in this team, a lot of different contradicting personalities. Who are you looking forward to working with? Who aren't you looking forward to working with, if you want to say?
Personally, I'm a big fan of Adam Ali Khan's game.
Yeah.
I feel like the shooting will really help us especially. And
that's
if he's anywhere
disrespectful.
on the half court, to the opposing basket, I'm going to say pull it at him. So.
Do you have an NBA comparison for Adam Ali Khan?
Adam Ali Khan can only be compared to, I'd say, De'Aaron Fox with his speed and shooting for sure.
Finn, how about you? Anyone you're most excited to play alongside?
I've got to say the number one great, Abiyad Kareem.
Appreciate it.
If you got a romance guy.
Yeah, so cute. Any special people you're playing for?
Definitely Alex James. He's been a mentor to me, and he's come to my humiliating game against Alex Mensa, so I need to show him who's boss.
And then I saw that we're playing against Mr. Almond in the teacher's mat, so I'm very excited for that matchup.
Finn, Alec, any message you want to send to any teachers, anyone at all, before we go into the match?
Make sure you don't lose too bad. That's all I gotta say.
Finn?
That's all. Enough said.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for that. Thank you, guys. Welcoming the new A-team basketball captain, we have Max Wessels, and also one of the best shooters in the whole of Boogie League.
I would say the whole world, even.
The whole world?
I think we can say that at this point.
Yeah. You know what these two remind me of? It's like having Kevin Hart and Shaq.
Crazy. Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson just on the same table. You got one massive superstar and one slightly smaller superstar, and
But both extremely good at what they do.
exactly, unreal.
Yeah, Max, I mean, you're now the captain of the A-team. Do you think that you'll be able to bring that leadership and everything onto the courts, even though Jay Garg is going to be...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, Jay Garg has the final say as our manager. But it's going to be a great game. And I'm a trust Jay Garg with his tactics. I feel like he has that kind of Coach Carter energy to him. You know what I'm saying?
And
He's
do you
great,
think?
but he's good. That's
You know, I think Jay Garg is this generation's Phil Jackson.
Wow. Yeah, no, I can see it. Yeah.
You know, similarities as well.
And do you think you being the captain, you'll be like a on-court coach almost?
Well, I'll try to be, but I think, you know, our players are strong enough not to need coaching on the court. You know, we're going to work together like a well-oiled machine.
Nice.
And yeah, we're going to win by 50.
Do you have any planned like training measurements together?
Well, we're training for the DASA season, we're training for Singapore. Not sure we're focusing on this teachers versus students game very much. I think that comes with it. You know, we're building our skills every day, so we're just going to show them off in that game.
Coming over to Karan,
Yes.
I mean, do you think you're going to be able to shoot over everyone's head, including maybe Mr. Mohammed?
Well, realistically, is Mr. Mohammed going to be at the perimeter? No.
Well,
They're going to use him inside.
and if he is in the perimeter?
Then just pass the ball to Max. Who's going to guard Max from inside then?
Mr. Walsh?
Then pass it to Mansa. Who's going to guard Mansa?
But here's the thing, you three may not be on the court at the same time.
We could be.
The thing is, because the way it works in Rugby League is we're gonna have 15 people split into 5 teams each. Are you gonna want like
Three teams.
3 teams? Sorry, of 5. Do you really want like one superpower team and then everything else like?
I feel like with the Muggle League, everyone's good, so every team's a superpower already. So
Not every
I wouldn't say everyone.
Not every player.
I mean,
is AC Lewis playing?
No, he's on
Exactly.
He's actually our mascot.
Yeah, I'd like to answer this question. Karan can shoot over anyone.
really?
Yeah.
And can I just ask you, final seconds of the game, Martian's got the death beam pointed at you.
Yeah.
Who do you want taking that final shot?
Andre Iguodala.
And you-
In your Rugby League team, but Adam Ali Khan from you.
Final shot.
Not me.
Are you giving that to a shooter?
I'm trusting Karan. Karan is the most consistent shooter on the team.
Wait. Can we also just get Ayan, please?
Can we just get?
Yeah,
Hey, come on, you come on, we get Ayan, please come, please.
Karan
No.
is the answer to that question.
Alright, come sit down. And now we have the new A-team basketball captain with his father, Ayan Sharif. I mean, I wouldn't say his father, but in that game, he did dominate that game. Max, how did you feel coming off that loss? It was quite dominance from
Yeah, you
Ayan.
know, it's something that, it's one of those days where like, you wake up in your sleep and that's what you think about. But it's a long time ago now, you know, I've recovered, I've healed. You know, I've seen a professional just to, you know, feel better, but no, it was great. Now it's over. Ian and I are teammates now, so we have to leave that rivalry behind.
So you said that you want Karan taking the final shot. Do you not think that Mr. Clutch of the Mughal League should take that final shot?
Well, if he plays the way like he did against me, making those falling back fadeaways, then he should take the final shot. But the consistent shooter on the team is definitely Karan.
Have you stayed consistent with that level of basketball excellence we've seen?
Against Max, yeah, but in general, probably not. But yeah, no, I'm excited to play with Max now instead of against him.
You dominated against Max, but Max is now the captain over you. How do you feel about that shift in power?
No, I feel fine. I think Max deserves captain.
I appreciate it.
Does it mean
Max, a final message from you to anyone on the court that you'll be seeing?
To the students, let's dominate, and to the teachers, they better have their tissues ready thereafter, because they will be crying.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you for
Good luck on the match.
And welcoming, arguably the best female basketball player in this school, Maha Nawaz. Maha, coming into the game, who are you most excited to play against or play with?
I'm excited to play with Lean and the other students against the teachers. And they haven't set me up against anyone yet, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Are there any teachers you want to take revenge against in this game?
Not revenge. Actually, yes, Mr. Mohammed.
Oh, can we know what?
Sorry.
Sorry. Maha, any reasons in particular for choosing Mr. Mohammed? Why Mr. Mohammed?
I just think he's a worthy opponent, and considering his height, he might think he might have an advantage over me, but he doesn't. So let's see how that bears out.
And are you excited for your upcoming match against Lean?
I don't think that was official yet. I wasn't even aware of it until you.
Well, it's official now. So, are you excited for it?
Just force it.
Adam?
Yeah.
You've been conscripted to the.
Yeah, I've been conscripted. I don't think that's necessarily fair. Have you asked her yet?
Yes.
And what did she say?
She would love to.
Say what?
Let's cut that out. Coming back to Amin, you're going to be cheering on everyone on the field. You're going to be cheering on Maha and everyone. And last question to you both. Any final messages or anything you want to put out to the teachers? Maha?
Get ready and get ready to get your ankles broken.
Wow.
Okay, so Easy Lift, any final messages as a mascot?
Yes, I'll tell you the sickest shot is going to be Karan posting up against Mr. Walsh from the back, David versus Goliath.
Alright.
Thank you so much for coming. Can we get a quick word from Josh Giddy and Adam Ali Khan? Thank you, Maha. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
Another two of our founding members of Muga League are Josh Giddy and Adam Ali Khan, you know. What do you guys think about the upcoming student versus teachers game? We've heard from everyone, but not you.
I think it's going to be a banger. Lots of excitement, lots of entertainment. Everyone's going to enjoy the match. It's just a nice way for everyone to get together in the school. I'm really looking forward to it.
Adam?
Yeah, it's some great competition. Good skill on both sides. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Sean, Adam, who are you most excited to play with?
Play with?
Play with.
Adam, of course. He's one of my best friends, bro. I'd love to play with him.
Sorry, you asked the question.
Yeah, Josh Giddy playing alongside him will be pretty cool, but of course, Abiyad Kareem. Abiyad Kareem's got to be up there, definitely. His shot making ability and his layups, they're pretty powerful.
Giddy, you're captain of the water polo team. Do you think that your endurance and stuff in that sport is gonna come out in your athleticism on the basketball field?
Oh, definitely. I'll be running up and down, all the time.
Juggling. And Giddy, you just turned 18 recently. You think that seniority, that unk status will help you on the court?
I mean, I'm definitely an elder in the group. I have that experience, that I'll give to the younger teammates. Sean,
Adam, you both seem a part of the basketball team. What do you think about Max being a captain now?
I mean, I'll let Adam answer.
I think he's really qualified. He's represented the team for many years now, and he's proven himself.
Sure.
I mean, he's 6'5", he's got that height. He's an amazing.
Okay, and guys, any final thoughts or anything before you go into the game? Any messages you want to send to the teachers, both of you, Sean?
Mr. Walsh, watch out.
And that's not cold at all.
For your sake, we do it.
And Adam?
Yeah, better watch out.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. First, quick, you're known as the submarine, you know. And finally, Faris Sadat, you are a wild card coming into this. I don't think many people, I think you're pretty underrated. Not many people know about your basketballing prowess. Any message you want to send to the teachers or students before we go into the game?
Just like a submarine, you'll never see me coming.
What? No, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold.
Come to the upcoming Mugen League match. We'll see you there. It's gonna be big.
Stay tuned for the game. It's big.
It's good.
And it's incredible.